Hi everyone, Diana here. Thank you for coming back every week to hear our psychic messages, soul messages, and predictions. And for those of you who have not been here with me before, thank you so much for dropping in. We're so glad to have you. What we do in our weekly messages is we kind of look at what's going on in our world and what we should expect, and there's always a message for everyone. This is for the week of October 4th. No, the week of October 8th to the 14th, excuse me. The week of October 8th to the 14th. It's not been an easy week this past week. And so we want to say our hearts and our prayers are with everyone. Las Vegas in the U.S. You know, in the October for the month messages and predictions, I told you to expect the unexpected. And this has been a horrific, unexpected event. And so we want everyone to know our hearts and our prayers are with you. And I don't want to leave any impression that the unexpected is always something as horrific as this that happened, the massacre in Las Vegas. The unexpected can also be joyful, and it can also be fun, and it can be upsetting, and it can be horrific. The unexpected is that which we do not expect. Well, we certainly didn't expect Las Vegas. And again, our hearts, our prayers. When something like this happens, we cannot comprehend it. We may never be able to comprehend such a horrific act. And we feel helpless. We feel that there's nothing we could do to stop something like this from ever happening. And I want to say there are things we can do. Something else unexpected happened as a result of this horrific event in Las Vegas, and that was the NRA, which is the National Rifle Association, came out against the bump attachment, which is what turned this rifle into a killing machine of horrific consequences. I never, ever would have expected the NRA to come out against anything that has to do with guns. They've spent years promoting guns. That said, I'm looking at this week, and I think that expect the unexpected is going to last pretty much the rest of this month, at least for the next couple of weeks. Now, let's hope we don't have any repeats of mass murder. But let's hope that we have some unexpected, joyful things happening. And what I want to say to everybody is the more joy that each of us are able to add to the world, the more laughter that each of us are able to add to the world, the more joy and laughter and love and goodness and kindness and compassion there will be in the world. This is the week to start doing that if you're not already. So ask yourself every day when you get up in the morning, what is one thing I can do today to add love to the world? What is one thing that I can do today to smile at a stranger? What is one thing I can do today to stand up for what I believe in a kind, compassionate, loving way? There's something you can do today to add joy to the world. You know, when I was a little girl, we used to sing a song, joy, 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 down in my heart. I won't sing it because I don't have a singing voice. As much as I love music, I don't have a singing voice, so I will not sing it. But I still hear that tune in my head, and I love it. Joy, 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 down in my heart. So I want each of you, and I challenge each of you, look for joy this week. Seek out those beautiful, precious moments of joy, those beautiful, precious moments when you see the sun come up or go down and you see the colors of that sky. Seek out those precious moments of looking at someone you love and just seeing the love in their eyes. This is the week we must seek out joy. It is not going to be the easiest week in our world. We have storms raging. Um, we've had storms that have devastated places in South America. We have storms that have devastated places in North America. We have more storms to put up with this week. I don't think this is going to stop. I would like to tell you the storms are going to calm down. I don't think so. I would like to tell you that life is going to calm down, and we're going to find those more beautiful moments all the time. Sorry, I can't tell you that. I don't see this as the easiest week to get through, and I want to tell you differently. So what I am saying is, in your own private world, let this be an easy week, a good week, a week of joy, because you go out and you mine the joy. You find the joy in a flower petal. You seek out those moments when you can touch another human being. Keep looking for the joy and spreading it out into the world. That's going to be so necessary this week. Let's see what Philip has to say for us. This is my book called The Masters, or one of my books, thank you. It's called The Master's Book of Answers by Philip. Philip's my spirit guide. And we just flip through here and we ask for a message. And so each page is a different message. So we have to think left page or right page when we flip through. So I'm asking you to think left or right, and let's flip and see what we come up with. Here I'm stopping, and I'm getting to the right. So this is what I'm going to read for you. Okay, thank you. If you have the vision of reality, you can turn away from the turmoil of the world. If you have the vision of reality, you can turn away from the turmoil of the world. I'm not asking you to stop speaking out. Certainly I speak out for those issues that I believe in, and I think you should too, if you are so led. However, that said, I want you to speak out in a positive way. We want to hold accountable the leaders of our countries for their deeds. If a deed is good, we want to praise them. If a deed is harmful to the people, we want to hold them accountable, but we do so not in anger, but in positive steps that can be taken. It is the same in our own lives. We want to see the truth, and if we see truth, we're able to stay in that upbeat frame of mind without being inauthentic. Now, what do I mean by inauthentic? Well, what's happening in our world today is the shadow is just expressing itself, because in our own personal life, so often we've refused to look at our shadow. And you know, when I look outside and I see that the trees, the leaves and the branches of the trees and the wind playing with the sunshine, It's that shadow and sun where I see the depth of nature. And that's true of us. We all have shadow side. That's human nature. We all have parts of ourselves that we don't like. And as we are able to embrace all of who we are, as we are able to say, look, I am not perfect. I say things I probably shouldn't say. I lose my temper at times. I have this shadow side and I am embracing all of who I am. I am embracing every single cell, every single thought. I am embracing it all. So I embrace my shadow. I embrace my humanness. I embrace all of me. And as we do that, as we embrace all of who we are then able to love all of who we are. And as we love the all of us, we are then able to love all of life. And we won't have to have the shadow erupting in such horrific ways as we've seen in Las Vegas. We won't have to have the shadow erupting in wars where people die. We won't have to have the shadow erupting in storms like we've seen, these horrific hurricanes or the fires of anger, as we cure ourselves. And one of the ways we cure ourselves is to embrace all of who we are, stop and take a breath and live that moment, whatever that moment is. Find the joy in that moment. Embrace everything you are. Do you want to change parts of yourself? Yes, we all do. But that doesn't mean we don't love ourselves. Find the joy in your life, in you. I love you, my friends. I love you, Las Vegas. Sending angels to all those in need of help to heal, and all of those in whose hearts are broken, and all of those who've lost loved ones, and for the loved ones to make their transitions easy. The rest of us must dig deep and find the joy of who we are, the joy of what life is, and the joy of adding every moment we can to the world with compassion, love, and joy. I love you. I'm so grateful you've come today. I'm so grateful you add so much to our world. Thank you. Until we meet again, I love you. I love you.